Hey folks, what's up, iyatee? So I'm back with this piece of Belton, and what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go through and do some random pressure flaking to even it all up. Jane just left here. We've been in here working all day long, getting ready to get things ready for listing a new batch of stuff on the website. Still thinking about making a Scots bluff. That's kind of the plan here. But in order to get my run my parallel flakes and all that kind of stuff, I gotta get this thing evened up. Well, my phone is blowing up. I don't know if that comes across on the video or not, but I'm not sure who's trying to get hold of me, but someone's trying awfully hard. And to get that booger right there off, which it should come off without a problem because this tip's got to narrow quite a bit, obviously. Ooh, it's hot in here. All right. I put together a bunch of beginner boxes, which are gonna eventually make their way to the website. I went back and forth on how I was going to do the beginner boxes. Most of the beginner kits that you see, they got a cheap wooden pressure flaker that's not adjustable. You can't replace the screw there, that bit or any of that kind of stuff, and they got one bopper. These kits are going to be, they're going to have two bopper sizes, and they are going to have Got to take some short flakes here just to get a little convexity right there. A small leg pad, enough to protect your leg. A soft leather hand pad. And like 5 pounds of rock, which is a mix between flint and some obsidian. I may have a picture. I'll flash up what they're going to look like. Of course, that don't really matter to most of you because you're. But if you're new and you're just wanting to get started, or you're watching, I know there's some people that aren't flint knappers that watch the channel, and anyways, it'd be a good way to get started. 5 pounds of rock is not a lot of rock, but I figured it'd be enough for people to play with, and you know, without breaking the bank, and see if it's something that they really want to do, you know. Anyways, those will be on the website. I made up 10 of them. I've got to finish the boppers in the morning. I'm taking them with me over to the thing this weekend. The Renaissance Fair. Come on now. Take a number. 3 flexi stick. See if we can knock that hump off right there. Okay. That edge is still pretty thick for scrunching, but trying to bring it in there a ways. drop down below that. So one mistake I've been making on my Scots bluffs is I've been taking thin flakes from the end and then leaving those flakes running in like this, and they weren't like that. All the flakes were parallel, including at the base. So need to try to remember that. I hope everything goes well this weekend. I'm really just going to support my friend. I don't have a lot of retail kind of stuff, finished goods to sell, which is what that's going to be. I am going to take some beginner kits because I'm supposed to be there napping like a trained monkey, and hopefully I can sell some of those. At least help pay for the trip. It's the better part of about almost 3 hours over there. I'm going to take the motor home. That's the plan. These scrunchers are available on the website. They really help with symmetry. I mean, I can still mess up symmetry with it, but they definitely help quite a bit. I was on the fence about whether or not I was going to do this or not today, but it's been a while, since a couple days since I posted the part 1. Of course, my buddy Stacy says, "Hey, what'd you post that for?" He says, "What if you messed up?" I said, "Well, then I'll show it on video like I do." Only time I don't show a broken point on video is if it breaks like right in the beginning. There's just zero entertainment or educational value whatsoever. Then I won't show those videos. But if they break, they break. It's just the way that it goes. I'm not trying to make my napping seem better than it is. It just is what it is. And if they break when I'm napping them, then I show it. Y'all seen videos. If you've been watching very long, you've seen videos where I break them two, three times in the same video. Sometimes it just goes like that, you know. Not much you can do about it. Well, there is. Not make mistakes that breaks points, but sometimes things happen, and it's got this thing right there that I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get out from the other side. Anyways, all right. There could be another pass after this. I'm not sure yet. Good grief, my phone is blowing up. You know what it is that it's coming across on my tablet. My tablet's catching up, I think, with all the notifications from earlier today. Oh man, it didn't climb underneath that. Just bent the fire out of my notching tool. Doggone it, I did it again. See if I can push that over here and get some of that. Not really. What in the world? The edge is just giving up on me. God, it's hot in here. I don't nap worth a heel of beans when it's hot. All right. Well, I got to turn these ACs up some. Hold on. All right, so this side is pretty good. This side, I need to run some flakes on. I don't like that little thing right there. Yeah, what you see is what you get. I don't hide anything that breaks or any of that stuff. I did one time. Well, I think I've done it twice now. The video got too long and I cut out 5 minutes here or something there. You could barely notice, but just had to shorten it up some, you know. But don't cut anything out because I messed something up, though. I don't do that. My #1 reason for deleting videos is because I get on a rant about this or that or something else. Don't even realize I'm doing it. Till I done did it. If I can get that to climb right on in there. Sometimes you take your grater, smooth out that little speed jump a little bit, and you can get under it just like that. Yeah, I was thinking Scott's Bluff, and then my buddy Clint said that's what he was thinking too. So great minds think alike. Not that I have a great mind, though. Just kind of fine and doggone it, I went there and put a step in it. I don't like this spot in the tip right here, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to remedy that or not. Just has a area there that maybe it'll come in right there and clean some of that up. Oh, this little piece of Novaculite, isn't that cool? Think about making a little point out of that. That helped quite a bit. The worst part of the whole thing right there. I'll tell you what, since I got my new phone now, my app, that thing that allows me to go from my phone to my tablet, has been working much better. I don't know if the other phone just didn't have much memory left or something. Maybe that was causing it, or I don't know what, but it's definitely a lot easier to get it to hook up and do what I need it to do. I still have that spot in this tip that right there that I just can't seem to get out of there. No matter what I do, I can't seem to get it out. Did leave it a little thicker than I normally would. It's not exceptionally thick, but it's not thin either. That right there is just bugging me like you can't believe. Yeah, I'm supposed to be all the way over there at like 10 o'clock in the morning too. And that, I don't know if that's going to happen. That's quite a ways to go all the way over there to 2.5 hours driving in a vehicle, so it's at least 3 in a motorhome. Probably gonna need to stop and get some fuel. Come on now. Yeah, I'm having a hard time. Letting this one spot dictate the whole point. But I just can't leave it in there. Oh, what? I don't know what he's talking about, but he's saying something. So we're down to 7 dogs. If you've been around the channel very long, you've heard me talk about what a problem we have with people dumping animals out here, and then I can't drive past a litter of puppies. Too soft-hearted for that, I guess. Anyways, we had 10, we're down to 7. For years we kept it around 10. Not on purpose, but that's just how it goes, you know. Anyway, so we're down to 7 now, and 2 of them come in the house. Got a yellow lab and my wife's little dog Rebel, he comes in the house. Anyways, all the rest of them are outside dogs. And they've been eating on a deer carcass that my son had shot. And he asked, well, what do you want me to do with the deer carcass? I said, well, just leave it there. The dogs can eat on it. There's a lot of bones and stuff there, and they'll eat it down to, there won't be nothing left of it. They'll eventually eat it all. Might be part of a leg bone or something left, but that's about it. Anyhow, I had forgot. I was like, what in the heck is that smell? And I had forgot about how bad dog deer farts smell. So my lab was about to run me out of the bedroom last night. She's got a dog bed in there. She sleeps in the corner and keeps us guarded. And man, I'll tell you what, it's enough to make your eyes water last night. I'm actually not very good at finishing a point, leaving it thick. I've actually tried to do that because I've gotten some points at point trades that were really thick, and the edge work was still exceptionally well done, and the notching was incredible. And I have no idea how they do it with something as thick as it is. I mean, some of them are literally a ½ inch thick, and I mean, they obviously punched and notched it or whatever, but pretty crazy. Getting carried away here. Go on, go on. Quit. I actually had the symmetry going pretty good on this, and then fixing this spot, getting that big hinge out of there, kind of threw off my shape that I wanted, but let's see if we can get back close. I like a Scots bluff with a bit of an expanding base. Doesn't have to be a lot, but just a little bit. Not my best Scots bluff, and it ain't my worst either. It ain't terrible though. It ain't terrible. This is a rivet they use in building airplanes. I guess it's actually titanium. It was given to me at Water Creek Knapping. The guy gets it from his buddy, and his buddy, they sweep him up off the floor at the airplane. He builds airplanes, and they sweep him up off the floor. They're just laying all over at the end of the day, I guess. He sweeps them up and gives them to him. Which is pretty sweet. We're going to leave it at that. I got to pack all my stuff up tomorrow, which I'm not taking a lot. Basically my knapping tools. I don't have much to set up over there. My knapping tools and those 10 beginner boxes. I do have some flint and steel kits to take. This could be a complete total flop over there. It's kind of the I don't know. I don't know what to expect. Hopefully it goes good, but we'll see. I know I'm going to have a good time no matter what. Doesn't matter if I sell anything or not. I'm still going to have a heck of a good time. I know I am. And I've never been to a Renaissance fair. I'm not into that kind of thing, but it's always good to experience something new. Well, not always, but I've experienced some new crap that it wasn't worth a flip. Anyways, there's our Scots bluff. It's got pretty good flaking over it. Surface came out pretty clean. This was the side I was having some difficulty with. And anyways, Scots bluff, Belton chert, pretty nice. Appreciate y'all watching. We'll catch you on the next one. And Stacy, point A to point B. Episode 1, episode 2. I still would have showed it if it would have broken half, but anyways, appreciate y'all. Catch you on the next one. Y'all keep napping.